Well, hey guys, it's been a while. I think over this period of time I've made a couple YouTube videos that I never edited, so I never finished. I swear this is published. Obviously it is, but like in this moment I don't know it. So today we're going to be reading my personal statement from UCAS, which I wrote during UWC. Obviously, I applied to 5 schools, as the title would suggest. Okay, so I applied to University of Manchester, Cardiff University, UCL, the University of Edinburgh, and St. Andrews. Now, I received offers from all of them, though my conditions were a bit different. I didn't receive any unconditionals, and I have ultimately committed to one of them. Let's get into it. So the way that the personal statement works is that you basically write about a subject. So you have to be kind of inclined for that, because you're applying with the same essay to all these schools, but you have to just say like why you chose the subject. Now, if you're doing IB, especially at a UWC, things are a bit like you have a bit more shuffle room, because I'm pretty sure in better systems like you have to like you take A levels like specifically for like a course. I don't know. I'm not British, so I really would not know. Neither have I lived there. But I will be. My common theme was that in all the courses that I applied for, I was doing anthropology. Some were like anthropology and ancient history, anthropology and archaeology, anthropology and whatever. But it was anthropology. So that's kind of what my personal statement was mainly about. Without further ado, oh god, I'm gonna cringe so hard doing this.
The truth is, I have lived and breathed anthropology since I was 10. Exploring kuchiburi, Indian classical dance, alongside my linguistics pursuits in Mandarin
I studied it for 2 years.
Has deepened my appreciation for cultural practices. This understanding directly influenced my extended essay, which examines the anthropology of cultural assimilation, inspired by the studies of Louise Brown in the brothel of Hiramandi, Pakistan, though her ethnography called the Dancing Girls of Lahore.
Through.
However, my personal endeavors speak more for me. I binged documentaries by Alice Roberts at 10, wrote a 6,000-word essay on Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari at 11, made infographics about China at 13, and more recently wrote a 90,000-word draft of a novel based on South Asian cultures and myths.
I sound so cocky, but it's also true.
Independently pursued, I strive to maximize the extent to which we can know each other. Consistent success in anthropology HL has confirmed my interest in studying it in more depth. I find myself subconsciously applying theories such as
post-colonialism, structuralism, and functionalism in daily life. I cannot give you a definition for any of those.
Which makes me confident that I can evaluate bygone eras as well.
Some of them are archaeology and ancient history. Being of Belgian Indian heritage, who was
born and raised in India, I am fluent in Hindi, French, and English. Having taken Spanish B while in Costa Rica, I can now use Spanish as effortlessly as I do any of my original 3 languages.
How efficiently I can use those languages.
My linguistic background has only strengthened my interest in anthropology, and further encourages me to finish learning Mandarin. From there, I want to understand what micronautic accompaniment says when I dance kuchiburi.
That is not how that works.
And I want to read the Latin graffiti I saw at 7 years old in the archaeological ruins of Italy.
Oh wow, I segued that into there, whoa.
I want to contribute the findings of the closest thing we have to linguistic Luca.
You mean Proto-Indo-European?
My curiosity demands to know how far back I can still understand French, or discover the process of how people stopped sounding like Irish pirates from Shakespeare's time and are now simply British. This is why studying the English language and literature at HL with consistent success has made for a wonderful pair with anthropology, as I get to critically analyze literature and apply concepts from my strongest language into my native languages. Similarly, while I enjoy classical dance, I enjoy modern pop dances as well.
Similarly who?
As leader of Asian dance at my school, I am in charge of mashing up as many Asian pop songs as possible into a coherent 5-minute routine and then teaching them to others.
That was what that was, yeah. And
this further broadened my love for people and their cultures, as I am once again applying a universal concept in varied spaces and contexts.
It's kind of aligned.
My Christmas gift in 2023 was visiting the British Museum.
Girl, what?
After some time, my mother refused to welcome me as I explored exhibits that the museum had to offer. During my visit...
That sounds like she abandoned me. I mean, she just got bored and I didn't, like...
During my visit, I kept noticing how things were connected by religion, particularly by the Islamic koans. In a nearby bookstore, I purchased the book Ritual by Dimitris...
I can't say that. I asked my Greek friend, but I don't know if I can do it anymore. Okay, as a Hindu with Christian heritage, I had a stroke for a second. That is me.
It invited me to change my perspective on my own rituals, allowing me to practice reflexivity, and reflect on my positionality. Another name drop! This helped me form connections at UBC. Did it? Building on the religious cacophony I was brought up in, particularly themes such as effervescence. Oh, is that how you pronounce it? Oh. Which is present in ritualistic traditions and religions. When socially reproducing festivals as a holy...
Socially reproducing... I mean, it's not wrong. But you know damn well I wasn't socially reproducing at 7.
I couldn't help but approach the festival in a new light, wondering how much the game has changed since it was first played. I want to study anthropology and archaeology because it can uncover harmful social processes and reveal the ones we lost.
That is basically textbook for my exam. Yeah, okay. Additionally, we can learn about each other in contrast
Traditions in the most mindful way that exists.
and also learn about grammar, because what the heck?
I believe that we can take a social construct or institution, explore it in the current world, and then try to find out about all the versions of it that have died with the people before us in an effort to be a better version of our ancestors.
So that's that. It went through several drafts, let me assure you. Like, I think it wasn't bad. It definitely a 17-year-old wrote it, though. I think the first one was kind of like, hey, I haven't had the opportunity to study what I want to study as much as, like, you know, like, probably if you want to study medicine, I don't know, you could have taken biology in school, you have, like, a story to tell about someone saving your life. What the where do you learn anthropology? Genuinely. You can do stuff. Like, if you're going into engineering, you can be like, I took a math class. I was like, I do take anthropology HL, so that helps. But it doesn't really show, like, I don't have anything to show for it. So I had to, like, go on my own achievements, which I've done in the past. And I think I'd, like, progressively showed them from a young age, even though they weren't, like, they were sparse, but they were plentiful, and they were mine. And it just shows that I had an interest in this for a long time. And I just think it was okay. Like, that was... And then I went into more about, like, my cultural background and why that makes me want to study. So basically it was like, I like my subject. I'm passionate. First paragraph. Second paragraph was like, yeah, I guess I also have this pretty cool cultural background. What's even funnier is that these are my anthropology notes from school. Tips I would give you for writing your personal statement. Be personal. How have I shown my interest in this in the past? What am I doing right now to pursue this interest? And how do I hope to pursue it in the future? / etc. blah, blah, blah. Also, think about achievements. Think about, like, actual stuff you've done. And if you haven't, chop, chop. That counts. So you can do it. Yeah. I'm also going to be giving a better, like, more, like, study tips at UWC. Like, how are you supposed to study? Because, what? Now that I have my IB results, I can say certified. I worked. I studied. So I'm basically qualified. I hope that helped. Did I tell you guys where I committed? I committed to the University of Edinburgh. So I'm going to be I'm going to be doing anthropology and archaeology at the University of Edinburgh starting this fall. Catch your tickets